All right, so I'm going to give examples of the 5 pillars of the Prosper ISD educator profile through the lens of a leader. And our first pillar is exhibits academic readiness. So academic readiness to me is all about rigor and pushing students to do their very best. It's about going beyond teaching that is simple fact and recall and to make it more inquiry-based learning where the students are being fueled by themselves and by their inquiry, and that they are seeking to find the answers out on their own. I think it also means differentiating and knowing what your students' strengths and weaknesses are so you can adapt and make the coursework rigorous for all of your students, not just for the lower ones. I think that a leader recognizes this in teachers, and I think that leaders in Prosper are also going to differentiate and recognize the strengths for their teachers and really push them to their comfort zone as well, and encourage them to do their very best. The second pillar is seeks the opportunities and challenges of learning. And when I first read this, what I immediately thought of is just is being a risk taker. And I think that Prosper has done a great job of showing students that they can be risk takers, that it is okay to not always do your best if you learn from that and get better the next time. I think that the RISE program is a great example of this because it allows educators to feel free to try things, and it kind of gives us a safe haven to try things and adjust them when they don't work, and to really kind of take those risks and see what's working for students and incorporate that into our instruction. The third pillar is values, honoring and respecting others. And so I think that as teachers, we model this for our students. We ask students to honor each other and to speak to each other in honorable ways and to respect each other's feelings. And I think that we need to do that as teachers and as leaders as well, that we need to respect our colleagues, that we need to respect their opinions. And I think that this really comes into play in a PLC. Sometimes we kind of want to teach in isolation and do things the way we want to do it. And it's really important to hear the thoughts of our colleagues so that we can use their ideas and really do the best teaching that we can with all those different inputs. The fourth one is contributes toward community through involvement. So I think as a leader, this means thinking outside of the 4 walls of your classroom and really thinking about the school as a whole and how things are going to affect the school and the community. And it's really thinking about the school as a member of our community. I think that this means modeling servant leadership, and that if you see a piece of trash in the hallway, that you encourage students to pick that up, and that we're modeling that as well. I think our Day of Service program, which I'm involved in this year, is a great example of modeling how to serve others and to show our students how to be servant leaders. I also think this means by just kind of helping out around our school. If a teacher can't make a duty, you're covering your duty. You're doing it in the interest of the school, not in the interest of the teachers or even our classrooms. The last pillar is demonstrates well-rounded characteristics. And to me, this means supporting our students in endeavors outside of the classroom. So if they're involved in a UIL class or if they're in sports, it means going to those things and cheering them on. I also think as a leader, it means using our talents and using our resources to help the well-roundedness of the school and to incorporate that for our students as well. This also to me means that as a history teacher, if a student comes to me with a question about English, that I'm going to use my skills to help them out in English as well, teaching students that we can be well-rounded as teachers and that we have other talents to offer as well.